Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Singing with Lauren. My name's Lauren, I'm a singer and a voice teacher. And today I'm going to share 3 easy tips to keep you and your voice healthy during the colder months. So if you're a singer and you've been working on your high notes, trying to improve them, I want you to sign up for my 3-day free course on how to sing high notes better. It's an email course, so as soon as you sign up, you'll get day 1 sent straight to your inbox. And at the end of the 3 days, you'll have a better idea of what exactly you need to work on to improve those high notes. So without further ado, let's talk about ways for you to stay healthy. Okay, the first tip might seem obvious, but I'm still gonna share it anyway. When it's getting cold and colder, sometimes we really resist dressing for the weather because we're like, I can take it, it's not that cold, right? But as singers, we really need to keep in mind that we don't want to kick up our immune system to waste energy on keeping us warm, right? We really want to be keeping warm and protecting our voices. So in the winter, I always wear a scarf and I always have it over my mouth, and I feel that really helps keep myself warm, and also so that I'm not breathing in so much cold air, because as you know, when you're breathing, whatever you breathe in, that air passes straight through your vocal folds. And so if you're breathing in really extremely cold air, that definitely can upset your throat. You know, a lot of times if you go into really cold air, a drastic difference, you start coughing right away, and then you're coughing, right? And coughing is slamming your vocal folds together. So even though it's simple, wearing a scarf and really dressing appropriately for the weather is a game changer. Okay, so number 2 is to have enough liquids with you that are really hydrating, right? So you're gonna be drinking water. Don't drink super cold water. I like to drink lukewarm water. I know that grosses a lot of people out, but I find that it really helps keep everything nice and warm. And in the winter, I drink a lot more tea. My favorite tea is throat coat tea. I don't have any with me now, but I will link it below so that you guys can check out the throat coat tea. It is really helpful in kind of keeping everything nice and moisturized, I would say, in your throat, especially if you come down with a little bit of a cold. Throat coat is always my go-to. Now, number 3 is a little bit more intense, but I find that it's a total game changer. So in the winter, the humidity of the rooms that we're in is significantly diminished in contrast to what the humidity is in summer, right? So in winter, when we have heaters on, the humidity of the room is literally dried up, right? So what that does is it means that we're constantly breathing in extremely dry air. Think about the feeling of when you're on an airplane and your throat gets really dry, your nose gets really dry. That's basically what we're perpetually in the winter time. So what I've done is I've purchased a cool air humidifier, and I actually, as soon as I turn my heat on in my house, I sleep with the humidifier on. And if I'm feeling really sensitive, like if I'm sick, I'll actually bring that humidifier in to the living room or whatever room I'm working on while I'm at home, and that really helps me feel nice and moisturized, and I don't feel so dry. And additionally, I have asthma, so it really helps my asthma, especially when I get sick. But I also use it, like, you know, even before I get sick, I use it all the time, and that really helps me to stay nice and loose. I'm not getting a lot of dried up phlegm in my throat, because that really sticks to your vocal folds and it's hard to get off once it's there, just because a lot of times that phlegm is legitimately so thick. So that is a big game changer. So I'll link the humidifier that I have down below. I think it's like in the $50, but it's already lasted me about 4 years, so it's a really great quality, and I'd highly recommend it. So much safer than the hot ones, because if you forget to turn it off, there's nothing being heated heated about it. It's just literally vaporizing the air. So it's not turning your room into a jungle. It's just getting it a lot more, a lot more humidity in the air. So I hope these 3 tips really help you guys. I know the winter can be really tough on singers because we just never know how our voice is gonna react to the environment, react to the weather. So just one more time, my 3 tips are: make sure you're dressing appropriately for the weather, including scarves. I actually usually throw a scarf in my backpack just to make sure I don't forget. Number 2 is drink lots of water and also tea. Specifically, I really like the throat coat tea. And 3 is buy a cool mist humidifier. Use it when you're sleeping and use it when you're in your house to really prevent your whole airway system from getting super dried out. Because remember, your vocal folds are part of that trachea lung system. So if that's feeling dry, your vocal folds are gonna feel dry as well. I hope this really helps you guys. Happy, almost winter, I guess. It's still November, but we're getting there. It's definitely getting cold here in DC, and we're just about having to turn on that heat. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.